Alright, I'm making the video here for all the buttons here in the Freightliner. This is a Freightliner Columbia. So obviously you have your hazards here when you pull that out. Left and right blinker. Down here, you got two buttons. Utility lamp, this turns on the little light in the back where the load locks would sit. And this is a shoulder override, so if you get a check engine light and your truck's going to shut down, you can push this button and it'll give you more time to get to the shoulder. You got your panel, and this controls how bright the dash is. So, like that. Turn my light back on. You got your mirror heat. If yours still get hot, only one of my mirrors does. And this one here, you have the washer button and then the wiper button. So you can just hold that as long as you want it to spray, and then when you let off, it'll stop spraying. And this one, you just hold it for a couple seconds, it'll start wiping. Hold it for a couple of seconds, it'll turn off. Down is just amber lights. Let me turn this light off. So this one here is your just your ambers. Middle is off, and then up is all the lights plus the headlights and everything. So I'll leave it like that. These are just your little blinker lights there. You can make them flicker. This one I'm not sure what that is. I never need it though. I think it's some kind of light, like a dome light. I think this originally went to the dome light in the back in the sleeper, but which doesn't work anyways on my truck. Normal spin and traction control stuff here. I never mess with those. Engine brake, you have the middle is off. Down is low and up is high. I never use low. It's either off or high. Speed control. These are your cruise control together here. So you're going to turn that one up. Will turn cruise control on. And then while you're driving, you hold it down to set. And then if for some reason you have to like use your brakes and you lose your cruise control, you can just tap that and it'll resume the speed if you're in the right gear. If you're not, it'll rev up a lower gear, so just make sure. And then if your cruise control, you're not going to use it, you can just do that and it'll stop all the cruise control there. All your gauges, suspension and turbo boost, dash gauges, all that stuff you already know. Over here I got a sticker about not pulling this. Trailer will uncouple from the tractor. So I've never used this before, but I'm guessing that will release the fifth wheel somehow. Then you got your brake releases. And then over here, you always want to leave these off unless you really need them. You got your all-wheel drive basically. So you would turn that on and lock all your wheels. I don't know, maybe if you're in some sand or gravel or something, you're going slow, you can use it. Or some kind of weird hill and you're trying to hook up. And that'll turn your all-wheel drive off. And this will lower the suspension for the airbags in the back. Like maybe if somebody dropped a trailer, they dropped it real low. You could do that, lower the airbags, and then bring them back up. So then you got, I don't know if I already did this one, the Bunk Override here. So like lights and stuff, and I think even audio, maybe the sound also too. You can override that here, but I'm solo, so it doesn't matter. I just don't mess with that. Got your fan speed for AC, positions, and temperature, and then recirculate and AC on. And then everybody's radio is different, so. Anyways, that's all the switches here. I don't know if you got an air weight. This is like a digital scale. It'll tell you what it thinks that your rear tires are weighing in at with the load. So, anyways, that's all the buttons there. I've never pulled that, so I can't tell you what that actually does. If it really just pulls the brakes on the trailers or not, but I wouldn't do that. Also, another switch I got here that I put in is I routed this splitter here, and I have the wire running down the dash inside to the lighter jack, and it makes it real easy for charging the, like I got my phone charger, I have my GPS plugs in the middle, and then my cell phone booster over here, and whenever I need them I just flip them on so I don't overcharge or whatever. And I covered it with tape so it doesn't light up too bright. And then when my GPS is fully charged, I just power it and run it off the battery so it doesn't kill it. And then cell phone booster, I don't always want to use that. And phone charger here. So that's another way you can add some extra switches in there. And just whenever you're not using your truck for a while, just like that. So, just a little tip. So anyways, there's your video. Subscribe if you want. All that stuff. Have a good one.